Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Outward. Robert Rambles here, and thank you for joining me today. It's another beautiful morning, I want to say, in Cierzo. We are going to go to Conflux Mountain today in the middle of the Chersonis, and we're going to unlock our mana, I think. I think now is the time. I don't really see any reason to wait. It's really the only super substantial thing that we have to do here right now in the Chersonis, although there are many points of interest that we could check out. As far as our bag capacity, we're doing pretty good. We're only carrying about half of our max, so I feel pretty decently about that. And we've also got this scavenger cloak that we got last time, which on top of having some cold weather defense, it has a pouch bonus of 4, so we can actually carry 14 pounds in our pocket, which is amazing. We're going to run over here and get some water, I hope. Although the steam spewing from this thing is almost like a bad omen. Let's drink it and gather some while we can. And then we'll head out the front gates. I do want to be checking this guy for more lizard scales, I think it was, that we needed to craft a bag. He doesn't have any more. He just has all the junk that we've been selling him, mainly. Alright, Conflux Mountain is really easy to get to because it's the giant mountain in the middle of the zone. And there's a few different ways we can go in. A couple of different entrances that have a varying level of difficulty to get to the middle of the inside of the mountain. And once we get there, we're above a ley line that will allow us to unlock our mana potential. So we'll see that. If all goes well. I mean, I could get completely murdered and maybe we don't get there, but I'm pretty confident that we can do it with our current loadout. There won't be a lot of opportunity to backtrack all the way and sell our stuff, so we're going to have to be a little picky about what we loot when we are inside the mountain. You can see the mountain right there, so we can kind of just head towards it, being careful to keep an eye out for bandits and hyenas like those. I do want to equip our helmet. I had taken it off for some photo ops, believe it or not, but we're going to put it back on because we need it. We need its stats. I wish there was an option to hide helm, but currently there's not, so. We've got hyena action up here. Hyenas are never alone. They're obviously pack animals. We're going to avoid them because the risk is not really worth the reward when it comes to fighting things like hyenas. We could take them down, but we're just going to get meat and some leather. Or we could get really unlucky and they could take us down, or we could get a disease just from being hit once. That could be difficult to deal with. So we're going to avoid that. We need to get on the other side of this mountain range. Or rather, hill, I guess, would be more apt. Yeah, I think we can go up here. This seems like a likely place to go up. Almost too likely. We've got a couple of human bandits back there. Again, we're largely going to avoid combat until we're in the mountain and actually progressing towards our goal. Out here, combat is just going to be a distraction and something that could get us prematurely killed. This looks like a well-worn path. We should probably be on the lookout for bandits up here as well. In all reality. Well, there she is. We are going to approach from what I guess would be the north side. There she is in all of her glory, Conflux Mountain, sitting atop the ley line. And the magical ley line, I'm kind of always guessed that it's responsible for the oddly and interestingly colored grass and foliage here. As you can see, it's an interesting shade of purple. And it also turns blue, depending on the angle at which you're looking at it. It's very interesting, and I'm assuming it must be because of the ley line. So on the map, we're probably somewhere around here, I suppose? But that's kind of purely a deductive guess. Okay, there's a way to go up right over here. Let's follow this. And we'll see exactly where it takes us. Like I said, there are a couple of points of entry that we can choose from. And the things that we're going to encounter in those first parts are going to be substantially different. And one of them is kind of difficult. Well, in reality, they could both be difficult. One had a rock mantis, basically, waiting for us right at the entrance. So I don't really want to go in that one. And this is probably where this is leading me, but we'll see if we can't loop around to the entrance that I would prefer. Yeah, this is going up, and I don't particularly want to go this way. However, there might be some valuable things up here to loot. Whoa. Well. Okay then. Well, that was an accident. In the pursuit of timeliness, though, I do want to get inside the mountain, and I think that our entrance is going to be over here somewhere. Here is an entrance. Let's see. This is the Blue Chambers Conflux path. I think this is the route that we want to go. However, let's get inside of here, and then, well, before we go inside, we don't know what's in there, so let's just go ahead and take an hour's nap, now that I've wounded us, basically. We're going to lose 2 hours to falling off the cliff. Which isn't terrible, but not ideal. We need these, I think, for mana potions? Turnips. Not turnips. Turnips, guys. The best way to be creative is to change a couple letters, apparently, and largely leave the word alone besides that. Turnips. We need turnips. Aha! I knew there would be some of these. We can mine these for mana stones, which we are also going to need. To cast some of our spells, we'll need mana stones, and we'll need to use alchemy to turn them into certain types of elemental stones, like fire stones or ice stones, from what I do recall of the magic system. So we'll need to be collecting mana stones and not selling them, although that is an option if we have an abundance. I want to say this is a good guy. Yeah.
How can I help you?
Welcome. This is the path to the Chersonese ley line that the Blue Chamber Collective maintains. If you seek the power of magic, make your way through it to the end, and speak to the watchers at the heart of the mountain. We ask, is it dangerous? Well, come on. Yes, indeed. The path ahead is a labyrinth, and you may easily find yourself lost. But there are markers to guide you. Those who pay heed to the wisdom of the Blue Chamber's ancestors will have little trouble navigating these halls. Those who pay heed to the wisdom of the Blue Chamber's ancestors. Okay, there are signs to guide us. There are also a great number of troglodytes that make their home here, many of whom have swallowed mana stones and been transformed into shamans of their kind. Be on your guard. I swear I hear the sounds of combat already coming from the other room. This is not the easiest path, I don't believe. As the bodies of the people up here can attest to, I guess. Not really sure what's going on with that. And yeah, the Blue Chamber Collective, we are really into our skulls and the spirits of our ancestors. And if you follow their storyline, you find out more about that. So here's the dead troglodytes. I have to assume the bodies over here that are covered are dead people, unfortunately. Alright, well, this is maybe not the way to go, but let's go for it anyway. We're going to encounter apparently very bad things right away. Let's be careful. And this is, they said it was labyrinthine, which is terrible for me because I'm just bad with any kind of navigating. Probably all like connects, so we want to just keep heading west basically. If we're heading west, then we're probably going the right way. Until we can't head west anymore. As long as we don't head back east too much, then we should be fine. When we hit dead ends like this, that's what's going to make it interesting. We have a felling great axe, hex cleaner. Okay, well we should probably take that, and the bolt rag. Speaking of rags, we have a few of these. I'm gonna apply a fire rag and just kind of keep that at the ready. That's gonna be burning and additional fire damage, and it's also gonna give us some more light. I don't know if it's wasteful, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until we are confronted with an enemy. Although I could keybind the rags, and that would make waiting till we're confronted with an enemy easier. Like this dude right here, who may or may not be alone, you know. We're gonna find out. Whoa, I thought this guy was dead. Oh, this is another guy. Whoa, okay. Well, we took a hit there. A couple of hits, maybe. But, that was three of them down. Let's just relax for a minute here. And, let's find our bag. I don't think this warrants a health potion. We'll save those for the midst of combat, but it does warrant a bandage. So let's get that going. Good call on the fire rag, I guess. We're not going to pick up all these halberds because that's simply going to fill up our inventory with junk that we're not going to be able to carry. We will loot them for whatever ingredients they have. In this case, they have a shit ton of oil for some odd reason. Okay, what did I say? West or north, right? As I head east. Okay, our rag has run out. That really makes me want to... We have a lot of the poison ones. That should work. Playing on the keyboard, I have access to a lot of keybinds. I should probably be utilizing them for whatever's going to make our lives easier. Here's a couple of guys down there. Does this loop around to the same place? Let's go ahead and get this going. I feel like this connects, but maybe it doesn't. I will say the fire was more useful also for the added light. Oh shit. Alright, well that wasn't a very good start. I also don't want to be locked onto him right now. Let's drop our bag right here. Holy shit. Alright, this is not the smoothest combat I've ever had. Oh, we're about to have even more trouble. Well, that was not great. Armored troglodyte. Okay. A little bit more difficult to deal with than his weaker brethren. Oh, hi. So what are the odds here that we live? Not very good. Let's burn our last potion with that vain hope of survival filling us. This guy seems too stupid to round the corner properly. Which is fine for me as we get our stamina back here. Don't really know how to avoid that. Oh, we're out of stamina completely. Running out of stamina. The worst. We can't even break through his guard enough to do any significant damage like this. Let's just hide over here for a minute and chill. We're wounded, we're bleeding, we're dazed and disoriented, we burned all of our potions. It's a good start. We're off to a great start. This guy is like, what, hiding now? Alright, there we go. Probably made that a little bit harder than it needed to be. At least they have some mana stones to make up for all that trouble. Let's see about getting our bag back. And I think we're going to go ahead and rest. At least for an hour to get our health back and remove some of these negative statuses we've gained from getting our asses thoroughly kicked. And then we'll drink. Alright, well, we were trying to head west or north. I remember that much. Okay, this is a knight here. Charge, nerve gas, gas bladder. Oh, this is a pressure plate thing that we can't use. Stealth potion and discipline potion concoction that temporarily increases your physical damage. Yeah. That seems sort of essential at this point. Okay. He's got nothing else for us. I guess these are not containers. Ah, some blood mushrooms. Needed for health potions, of which we have spent all the ones we've gathered, so we'll have to get an alchemy kit soon and start crafting our own. Our fuel is out in our lantern. That's not ideal, but we can fix that. We can drop our lantern in here and some oil. And voila, we have refilled our lantern, guys. And we've also, by doing that, learned the recipe to make further lanterns. So, go us. Alright. Mm. I didn't want that. It'll be the first thing we drop when we get overburdened. I thought that would be something we could mine, but I guess not. Told us to pay attention to the signs. I'm sure that's like important in some way to navigating this place. I am just gonna try to rely on my compass. Oh shit! Okay, let's get in here where we can see. We dropped our bag and our potions are in it, and that's gonna make this fight really suck. Like our new damage potion we just got. This guy is stuck back there. Do you guys see that? Alright, we kind of took advantage of that, I guess. I don't know how much more I want to take advantage of it. Kind of want to go out here and get my bag and put a potion on, but... I'm worried that's going to get him unstuck. He's going to come around the corner and annihilate us any minute. Let's go ahead and do this. And we'll do a poison rag. Alright. Now I guess we're ready. Oh, this guy, he's ready too. That's good. We're both ready. Alright, well, that went okay. They just love their oil, I guess. Some silver. This is a really interesting looking creature depicted here, coming out of what looks like some kind of weird angelic creature. Out of its like body is this Lovecraftian beast. Is really the only way I could put this. Let's go ahead and what is this, palladium? Yeah, let's mine the palladium. Well, we got one palladium scrap. I don't know like how good that is. Especially for what we're going to do with our build, we might not even need that. But we have it, so we can at the very least craft something and sell it. This is a long but pretty interesting path to the middle of the mountain. Ooh, this is a unfortunate sort of dead end. Let's, can we not, like, break through this? Or interact with any of these things? Mana potions. If we ever find the middle of the mountain, we might be able to use those. But we've kind of gone as far north and west as we can get, it seems. Yeah. This just leads us back here. Wait, have we been here? Bag is overweight. Well, we know right away we have to go ahead and drop this thing. We have some clothes that we could turn into rags. We ought to go ahead and do that. We're finding stuff, but what we're not finding is a way forward. So that's not great. I guess east is the last direction we can kind of push out in. We've cleared this. Trog chest. Ooh, ice rag. Don't mind if I do. Let's take all this stuff. Now the ice rag, let's see. I think this is going to do frost damage and slow. Let's go ahead and remove the trap that we have never used and don't even own. Well, that's east. We're finding lots of stuff. That's awesome. Except that ever elusive way forward. Although I see action over there, which means we have not been that way. How do we get that way? Let's just stick to the left wall. Do we want to rest? We don't have a crap ton of health. Let's go ahead and bandage. We made these bandages. We might as well use them. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Well, that was not the jump on them that I wanted, per se. Oh, this one's a mage. Is there a reason why we're not swinging? There we go. For a minute there, he wouldn't do more than just the initial swing, or she, rather. Alright, well, we burned through a lot of our stamina there, but other than that, not too bad. Should probably keep things like bandages and anything on our hotbar in our pockets, right? Like, the rags don't weigh that much. Keeping those in our pockets is probably for the best. And in the course of all that, I did mean to use a bandage. It just didn't happen. Because we are bleeding. Alright, what do we have here? An iron grade hammer. Let's check out the stats on it. Another fire rag, occult remains, dry remnants of necrotic beings used in alchemy and to craft weapons. And elemental resistance potion, powerful concoction that temporarily grants moderate resistance against fire, frost, lightning, decay, and ethereal. Great, let's save that. Okay. What do we get here? 23 damage, 31 impact. 18 damage, 27 impact. Let's go ahead and equip this. That seems better. And let's drop one of these. Alright. Yeah, I'm digging that better than like the mushroom halberd we've had forever. This is awesome. And it's actually designed in such a way that an actual medieval weapon would be. Usually in fantasy games you get great hammers with these giant hammer heads on them that would be unbalanced and never able to be wielded properly. This is a damn fine looking weapon by like medieval historical standards, if I do say so, and I did. Okay, let's not take any of their staffs. Okay, look at this. That looks like a very welcoming entrance. So maybe we've made it. Yeah, Conflux Chambers. I think we've done it, guys. And without a single death, I might add. Which is not typical for me in Outward. Ooh, then again, we're not quite there yet. Perhaps now is not the time for shit talking. We're just in a different part. Okay, I got too excited. Oh no! Wait a minute. Where have we gone exactly? I feel like we've gone all the way out without ever getting to the middle of the place. That's not great. Let's go back down. Okay, we were trying to get to the middle. Like, I feel like that's what we need. Everything down there. Oh, firestones! We're gonna need those. Let's take all this stuff for now. Our bag is overweight. That's okay. Okay, we went the wrong way, guys. Don't panic, we're here. We are here. No panicking. Nobody panicked. Alright, look at that. Well, it'd be more beautiful if we weren't bleeding to death. Let's go ahead and we'll just catch a quick nap here. I feel like this has to be a safe place. Just to lay down our tent for a moment. We'll see if we have an ambush chance, though. That'll tell the tale of how safe it really is. No ambush chance. Let's get some repairs in as well. Let's just go until dawn, I guess. They won't mind, I don't think. Yeah, they're still here, patiently waiting for us to get it together. What does this guy have to say?
Welcome.
The Fifth Watcher.
Bow your head in respect, for you have come to the end of a ley line.
The place where the very world itself will pour its power into you, if you make room for it. To open yourself to mana is to open yourself to the flow of our world. To use magic is to command the world to obey your desires. Master magic, and you will master the flow that echoes through us all. If you are prepared to sacrifice some of yourself for it, and you are prepared to miss many nights of sleep, we welcome you. May the power of mana lead you on the road to success. So he said a couple of things there, all of which are important. So in order to get mana in Outward, we have to give up some of our health and some of our stamina that we have. And so, for instance, we're going to have less maximum health and less maximum stamina in order to get mana, to unlock it here. He also said be prepared for many lost nights of sleep. We've dealt with burnt health and burnt stamina, so burnt stamina happens when we use a lot of our stamina between rests, and resting will cure that, so will tease. And burnt health kind of works the same way. Well, sleeping too much will burn your mana. So if you're oversleeping or sleeping just too much, you will burn mana and you'll have to drink teas to restore that. So it's very interesting. You're from the Holy Mission. We don't know who you are.
Perfect.
I've always enjoyed coming here. You can really feel the hum of mana as it passes through the mountain. Many NPCs in Outward will find her just in multiple places at once, kind of like old school RPGs. We don't need this thing. We can talk to all these guys, but to open our mana, we actually have to go up top first. So let's get that done. Anything interesting going on here? We could use their kitchen, which is cool. We could also... Oh, I thought that was a recipe. I got too excited. Let's go up. Let's go up and we'll unlock our mana. Let's get that done. We've come all this way for it. I don't see why we should wait any longer. Now I'm going to be faced with a choice here of how much mana and stamina to commit. And I think in the future we're going to be using quite a bit of mana. I don't like getting hit a lot, and stamina is an incredibly important resource. So I might go 2 health, 1 stamina.
So, you have come. I sensed that someone who had the potential for magic was on their way.
Oh, look at these guys' eyes.
If you wish to gain magic, you must first give.
You must sacrifice health and stamina to the ley line, and in return what you gave up will be given back to you as mana.
Be careful how much of your life and stamina you give up, because you can never get it back.
This is a good point. We could always come back here, and we can give more points of health or stamina for more mana, but we can't do that in reverse. So I'm really hoping that it's okay that I do two of health and 1 of stamina. I think in my first playthrough when we did some spell casting, I only did 1 of each, and that seemed okay, but I often felt mana starved until we got the passive regen mana ability.
The first time you gain mana, you will gain your first spell, the spark.
It may seem small and weak, but when combined with other spells or components, it can produce powerful effects. That's kind of the case with a lot of spell casting in Outward, is that you'll have to cast a rune on the ground, stand in that rune, and then you'll cast another ability. And to cast the runes, you need items created through alchemy, so it's a very realistic, I don't know is the right word, but very thought out system of realistic magical use. So I like it. Let's go ahead and see what we have to do here. Here's the choice. So. Oh, it doesn't let us individually choose. It just kind of deducts. Let's go with 3 for now. I think I'm confident with that. That's going to give us 60 mana to play with. Well, it's been done. It's been done. Okay, we learned Spark. Alright, a tiny fire explosion that deals negligible damage but can be used in combination with other spells for greater effects. The spell can light campfires. I never knew that, actually. Assigned to a quick slot. Let's go ahead and put it here since we're no longer using that ability or weapon type.
Listen to me.
Now we have a choice here. We could have him teach us how to reveal souls, or we could teach him how to cast the Fire Sigil. We're going to go with Fire Sigil. We're going to learn Reveal Souls later on from the Shaman Trainer for our Blue Rune Mage guild, build. Robert can speak today. Let's go ahead and have him teach us the Fire Sigil. Alright, perfect. And the Fire Sigil, we need Fire Stones in order to cast that. So you'll notice we have a Fire Stone. We also have Mana Stones. We can use alchemy to turn Mana Stones into Fire Stones. And we'll be finding out how that works soon. However, we are going to take a break here. It has been a long one, I think. But I think it's been worth it. Let me know how you guys feel about Outward and about the playthrough in the comments below. Any tips or tricks are always welcome as long as they're not spoilery as far as story goes and whatnot. And let me know about your own playthroughs. I'm always excited to hear about your guys' experience with the game. Until next time, take care and wish me luck.